Huffaluffagus and K-Poke. Let's get started. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Huffaluffagus, of course, a CTM Masters event winner. K-Poke would love to take one down. Pretty daunting here to go up against a CTM Masters event winner in a bracket with two other ones, and to do it in this format. But, could happen. Now, the format is No Cap November. Of course, we have had a super kill screen implemented at level 39 for many, many months in a row. And we thought it would be a fun thing to do to go back to the old days when there was no line cap whatsoever. A lot of folks in our YouTube community thought, they don't like level 39 super kill screen, so we thought to give them a little bit of a treat, and we definitely had a treat in our first match of the red bracket with several deep singling and doubling runs into the high 40 levels. What a treat. Tetris there for K-Poke, 59,061 here for Huff. Gonna get a Tetris down the right side, 84,000. Yes, back in the old days, players really could not play on 29, even as tappers. They could not go all that deep, but now that everybody's a roller, pretty much there's the possibility of going super deep. So thought it'd be fun to say, okay, let's compare it today, what the scores people can get with what they got in the past in this same kind of format. That's true. One player did hit level 50. That is true. Invictus. Thank you. And we went back to our original qualifying format, which was your best one top score in an hour. And we had multiple players get over 2 million in that format. $223 K-Poke, $224 Huffaluffa gets super close. Both of these players participants in the Classic Tetris World Championship. I hope that's not a big spoiler about who participated. I wouldn't want to spoil the tournament for anybody. $269 K-Poke, $252 Huff for Luffagus. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Is Dan V gonna leave in that sneeze? Probably. All right. Huff with a little bit of confusion there leads to a misdrop on the right side and then a long bar in column 2, but still low enough, no problem. Thanks everybody for your well wishes. I'm fine. I'm in great health. Should I talk more about my health? I don't know. There's something inside of me likes to antagonize and instigate. So if somebody says they don't like what I'm doing, there's just something in me that says, keep doing it. So people are like, well, this guy just focus on Tetris and stop talking about his sandwiches and all that. 340 for Huffaluffagus, 453 for K-Poke. I did go get blood labs done. Do you know you don't have to go to your doctor to get blood work taken? You can go get it yourself. You got to pay for it yourself, but you can go get it done for yourself. Massive improvements. Vandy got to be around a long time. Sorry. Tetris K-Poke 547. If you're hoping Vandy to die of a heart attack and give CTM to Sharky, well, I'm gonna be around for a long time. But if you want a tip, a little pro tip, go to ownyourlabs.com and you can order blood work for super cheap. $502 for Huffaluffagus, $574 for K-Poke. They're not a sponsor. $582 K-Poke. Huff's board, kind of a mess, and that is going to be a top out for Huff on 19. And K-Poke is good in game number 1. All right, both players are ready. It is game 2 between K-Poke and Huffaluffagus. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, Huff, let me know if you need to make any other changes to your OBS layout. Happy to wait. Oh my God, OBS, you are my best friend. All right, K-Poke looking for Tetris number 1. And there it is. 30,000 out for K-Poke as we get underway, and another one. We are underway. Huff, of course, a former CTM Masters event winner. I remember when it happened, I cried a little bit. Gotta admit. You know, there's certain people you kind of root for, and it's like, oh, they've been there so many times. And finally it's happened. It's like, why can't every day be like this? You know? Oh, Huff not using the long bar for the Tetris. Has some extra burning to do now. All right, Tetris K-Poke 171, 129, Huffaluffagus. K-Poke tucking that square in to the right side, and Tetris, and another skim, another Tetris setup. And there's the Tetris 218. So, there are some events coming up. I think the one that I'm going to next, I'll probably go to Waco. So the ATG Expo in Waco. I think that's the, third weekend of January. So I'll go to that. Why not? It's in Waco. $272 Huffaluffagus, $291. I guess I got to build out my schedule and see what I will go to. Now I have pretty much infinite availability. I can go to whatever I want, budget allowing. Well, that should be a fun one because I think a lot of the Texas players will be there, or at least there's a good chance they will. And I haven't heard who's going or not going, but I would imagine like previous years. You might see some Artiagas there. You might see some. Well, Huff's not in Texas, right? Miles is in Texas. So you might, well, Huff has been at these events though in the past, so in Texas. So I don't know. We'll see some people. Maybe some Doges. Maybe some Sharkies. And Mari will be there, so of course now I definitely have to go. 432 K-Poke, 432 Huffaluffagus, same score, same lines. Blank appears to be eating some kind of burger or chicken sandwich. .481 K-Poke, 480 Huffaluffagus. God, sneeze number 2. It's pretty rare that happens. I could have used the cough button, but that's for coughs. Sorry, everybody. The seasons are changing here in Texas. We had autumn for 2 or 3 days, and now it's time for winter. Oh, K-Poke with that placement. This is making it very tricky to navigate. Oh, that T. I think K-Poke wanted to tuck that in under there, and now this is very spicy. Just 4 lines away from the 19 transition. This is not survivable. And K-Poke going to top out 532. Huff is good and takes game number 2 to tie it up. What was once a best of 5 is now a best of 3 between Huff and K-Poke. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Tetris, thank you, Colin, for the medium countdown bits. 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. And Harold with the 3, 2, 1 countdown bits. Thank you very much. Suppose I should go and report the results of the previous match. That would probably be a capital thing. Alex T awaits the winner of this one. Thank you so much for Zempro with the mega countdown bits. 333222111. The 666 bits. Thank you very, very much. You know, feel free to keep doing that, everybody. K-Poke with the Z spin on that right side. All right, there are a couple of skims there, or, well, I'm sorry, a couple of burns to burn away that ceiling over the well. And Tetris for K-Poke, 85,125 Huff. You want Chiller to get a raise? Oh my God. I think we're going to have to put on some wage and price controls right now on CTM. Like, we're barely hanging on. There's a big, long thread, I think maybe in Rabbit Hole or somewhere, about what the definition of a skim is, BTS. But I would say you have a Tetris well already established and you skim off 1 or 2 rows off the bottom, burning singles and doubles. Maybe triple. just to bring the stack down. 265 Huffaluffagus, 190 for K-Poke. See what? There we go. That S piece will fit nicely, and another Z spin. And getting the pieces to fill out the right side of the board and get Tetris ready. All right, waiting on that L piece. Gets the L to tuck in there. And the long bar, Tetris 259. Huff with about a 76,000 point lead. All right, there is a Tetris K-Poke 330. There's one Huffaluffagus 404. Huff gets a long bar there to fill in that column 3 dependency, now set up for a Tetris. Pretty good pace for Huff. Tetris 474 at 102. Blank says, should I get a pet rat? No, should not. $435 K-Poke 522 Huffaluffagus. $506 K-Poke 591 Huff. K-Poke is into 19, and Huff will Tetris into 19 at 616. Oh, that L piece for K-Poke leading to an awkward hole, so we'll see how K-Poke deals with that. Exposes the hole. Sorry, 12. And there we go, all set up for the Tetris 560. And Poke skimming singles and doubles off the top of the well here. Ends up having a delayed burn. Okay, there we go. And we'll get that Tetris 598 Huff 720. And there's a Tetris for Huff 754. Has a gap in the stack, but we'll uncover that in quick order. Tetris Huff 787 K-Poke's board. Not ideal. All right, Tetris K-Poke 703 back by 116,000 points. Huff adds a Tetris. I think Huff was trying to avoid going center well. But the game kind of wants him to do it, and he's saying, no, I'm going to bring this all the way down, reestablish a well in the regular, normal place. Embracing heteronormative Heteronormativity. $8.89 for Huff. Tetris, $7.76 K-Poke. No Matcherino for this month. No, unfortunately, I ran into an issue trying to create it, and then I ran into another issue, and I'm not sure if it's on my computer or what, but I have to figure it out. So we will get a Matcherino going, and as soon as it is, I will let you know. There is a little bit of a misdrop there for K-Poke. You don't see that kind of bird every day. K-Poke going to go with it, and going to go in column 7, looking for the Tetris, and gets it. $9.90 into 29 for K-Poke. Huff at A69, get a Tetris in it. 1.105. There's a Tetris K-Poke. This is the fastest speed that we will hit in this tournament. So it'll be interesting to see how these players adapt. Of course, we see a lot more of Huff in Masters than K-Poke. Huff with the lead of about 70,000. All right, K-Poke. Oh, gets that long bar in. K-Poke trying to get this board back down a little bit. I mean, it doesn't look all that high, but at these speeds, things can cascade pretty quickly. A93 K-Poke board starting to climb. Huff is very low on the board, just scaling here, just maintaining that lead. K-Poke, oh, there's a good long bar down the middle. Oh no, that misdrop of the S, and no, that's going to be a top out for K-Poke at B08. And Huff is already good and takes game number 3. All right, both players ready in game 4. Huff is up 2-1. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, K-Poke with a Spire in the middle of the stack and adding to that Spire. And just the RNG not being kind to K-Poke's situation. And now would really love a long bar to that left side and gets it for a dirty Tetris. Going to uncover that well. That would be good for a double. And that would bring the stack back down to some measure of safety. Those players rolling, of course, as all the top players are. K-Poke. There we go. Dirty Tetris K-Poke. We'll see. Actually, K-Poke going for another dirty Tetris, keeping that well open. But no, just decides to bring it back down. Can do it in one piece and just says, what the heck? Why am I doing it? Try to save 2 lines. Go back down to safety. K-Poke, another Tetris, 132. Huff, 145. Tetris is 168. All right, Capo can use that T to uncover the well on the right side. And Tetris 203. Huff's board. Oh, there's a line spin. It accomplishes very little, but it's oh so sweet. And there is the dirty Tetris for Huff. Against 261. Oh, God. Colin. Colin says, my oldest child really listens to Kingsman, and he just went dirty. Oh, my God. Kid should not be watching Twitch. Get that kid off the internet. Tetris K-Poke into the lead, 341, and another one, 364. We need more Kingsmans in Tetris. Yeah, we don't need more Kingsmen, like more of the one we have. We need clones of the existing Kingsmen. I mean, we have plenty, right? We have Burb and Grand Designs, all kinds of Kingsmen. We have plenty of Kingsmen. All right, 456 Capo gets that T covering that right side. That is out of Tetris well, but oh, it's true. If we got 35 more Kingsmans, that would make a lot of sense. 483 for K-Poke, 422 Huff Olophagus. There is a Tetris Huff, 467. Players shooting for maybe a low to mid 500K transitions. Tetris, column 9 K-Poke. People looking for that LP is gonna have to compromise there and just chuck an S in there. Tetris Huff 517 has one more available before the 19 transition, where the speed will increase by 50%. 541 transition, Huff 2 lines away for K-Poke. And actually gonna set up for the Tetris column 2 dirty. And gets it. We'll see how he transitions out of this. And going for another one. There's another dirty Tetris K-Poke, 572. And another dirty Tetris. All right, playing pretty flexy here, K-Poke, but maybe the board's starting to climb a bit. And K-Poke needs to win this one to stay in the tournament, so be a little risky here staying there, but what the heck? Why not? Oh no, K-Poke I think thought something was going to burn there and it did not, so now in a real situation, but certainly as a roller, this is totally doable. Just going to lose a little bit of pace, but you know, in this format, maybe pace doesn't mean too much. K-Poke just going back on the burn down. Gonna bring this all down. Maybe set up for a dirty. Yes, gonna set up for a dirty. And getting droughted and now kind of dependent board. Long bar down for the Tetris. And Huff adding to that lead, 829. to 667. Alex T, if he hasn't fallen asleep, is waiting in the wings. And a little misdrop there for K-Poke, who has a little bit of a defeatism posture there, but certainly plenty of room to buckle down and take this, take this one. I mean, there's infinite chase down possibility. And the board's starting to climb for K-Poke. And there's a long bar in for a Tetris. Opens up that channel, closes it back in. And there's another, was that a Tetris? I think it was. I didn't see the flash, but, and these are the levels that I have the hardest time seeing. 765 K-Poke, A43 Huff got the max out. And another Tetris in, A78. Looking for that 1.1. And Tetris in, K-Poke 810, Huff up by about 300,000 points. But again, infinite chase down possibility. Huff now, all right, gotta just bring this back down. Has a huge lead, does not need to go aggressive. Can scale here for a while. And K-Poke goes in at 854. Another Tetris K-Poke 904. And, oh boy, that spire in the middle is going to be tough to navigate. K-Poke going to top out, hang a piece, and Huff is good. And we'll be advancing to round 2. GG's. And I don't know if Huff wants to play it out, but since you're going to be playing next, I would prefer that you didn't. So we're going to bring in Alex T. GG's to you, K-Poke. Hope to see you here again. And we'll watch here as we start to set up. That's a Tetris Huff. All right, there it is, the top out for Huffaluffagus at D89.